Any comment on the White House situation? Potholes don't fix themselves. Maybe someone should tell Washington.
South Park just praised NYC's new mayor, and before you click away thinking this is some kind of mistake, you need to hear what happened next.
You said all this remodeling was for the baby.
Mr. President, sir, it's a matter of national security.
Oh my God.
Because in the same episode where they gave New York's leader the most unexpected compliment in the show's history, they absolutely destroyed Donald Trump and his entire administration in ways that are so brutal, so visually disturbing that the internet is still trying to process it.
Someone is trying to harm the baby, then we must know who.
We're talking about literal brown substance on faces, demonic butt babies, and a shower scene so gratuitous it serves no purpose except pure humiliation.
This week, South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone have included some of the worst ghouls from the Trump administration.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone didn't just roast the White House. They turned it into a full-blown horror movie where corruption isn't just a metaphor, it's physically manifesting on people's faces.
We only wish to communicate!
Holy shit, she's right f***ing mad!
Deception!
And here's where it gets absolutely insane. The contrast between how they portrayed the NYC mayor versus Trump isn't just comedy, it's a masterclass in political destruction. What I'm about to tell you is going to change how you see political satire forever.
President Trump just tweeted that New York is haunted.
That's fine, and I'm haunted by the MTA's budget.
Here's where it gets interesting. In a subplot that caught everyone off guard, South Park introduced a brief but powerful segment featuring NYC's new mayor responding to the White House chaos. The show depicted the mayor holding a press conference where he's asked about the Trump administration's latest scandals. Instead of the usual South Park mockery, the writers gave him a surprisingly dignified portrayal, showing him calmly addressing reporters while emphasizing practical governance over theatrical politics.
Mayor, reporters are calling you the only adult left in government.
That's depressing. Tell him I prefer a guy trying to keep the lights on.
What's absolutely shocking is how they animated him. Unlike the grotesque caricatures they reserve for politicians they despise, the NYC mayor was drawn almost normally, with just subtle comedic touches. He's shown in City Hall actually working on infrastructure plans and affordable housing initiatives, while the White House descends into literal demonic chaos. The contrast is deliberate and devastating.
Hey, relax, guy. We can just stick the baby in the bathroom or something.
Wow.
Mate, honest to God, yeah, like, when is Satan gonna get a clue, bro? Like, after all this time, the Prince of Darkness hasn't realized that Trump isn't, like, remotely invested in this situation and he wants to get rid of the baby.
And let's talk about how they portrayed Trump's actual decision-making in this episode. There's a scene where Trump is supposed to be discussing national security threats, people literally trying to stop him from having his demon baby. And he's more concerned about whether he's building a ballroom or a nursery. Satan, the literal Prince of Darkness, is trying to have a serious conversation about their relationship and preparing for their child, and Trump just dismisses it with, "We can just stick the baby in the bathroom" or something. Meanwhile, Trump is so self-absorbed, so focused on his parties and his image, that he can't even pretend to care about his own demonic offspring.
It's everywhere I go. It's here right now.
Holy shit.
It's fucking creepy. Sure that's your wife, sir.
Oh, so I was right. It was Melania.
But if you think the NYC mayor bit was shocking, wait until you hear what South Park did to Trump and his administration. This episode is titled as a White House horror movie, and they weren't kidding. The humiliation starts immediately and doesn't stop for 22 minutes straight.
I am Stephen Miller, Senior Advisor to the President for Immigration and Domestic Policy.
First up, Stephen Miller. Oh my god, Stephen Miller. They introduced him as a literal ghoul, a paranormal investigator who looks exactly like he does in real life, which is apparently horrifying enough without any exaggeration. The character design is so accurate, it's uncomfortable.
It is endemic to the whole administration.
Fascism.
All of
ages
these
you.
people, none of them look their age.
They aged him perfectly, capturing that undead quality he naturally possesses. When he appears on screen saying, "I am Stephen Miller, Senior Advisor to the President for Immigration and Domestic Policy," one of the hosts watching literally said, "I did not know who that was at first, but the way that they did Stephen Miller there, he looks as old as Stephen Miller does." The accuracy is the insult.
Where did Pam Bondi go?
What?
Pam Bondi! Where's Pam Bondi?
I'm right here, sir.
You've got some shit on your nose again.
Oh my god!
It's not there anymore.
Then there's Pam Bondi, and what I'm about to tell you is absolutely savage. Throughout the entire episode, Bondi's nose is literally covered in brown substance. They call it rectoplasm. Yes, you read that right. She's a complete brown noser in the most literal, visual, disgusting way possible.
Pam Bondi is in there now trying to calm him down and make him feel better.
How much shit? How much shit?
Every single scene she's in, her face is just covered in this stuff, and other characters keep pointing it out. "You've got some on your nose again," someone says, and she just wipes it off like it's normal. The metaphor isn't subtle. South Park isn't trying to be subtle. They're saying she's so far up Trump's behind that it's physically manifested on her face.
Yes, we're paranormal investigators. We've been asked to come and investigate the mysterious woman in the hat.
But here's where it gets even more insane. The episode reveals that the White House is literally haunted by Melania. She appears as a ghostly horror movie specter, lingering in corners, terrifying Trump at every turn. They've turned her into something out of The Ring or The Conjuring. And Trump, he's convinced she's some evil spirit rather than, you know, his actual wife trying to communicate with him. The fact that Trump can't even recognize his own spouse as anything other than a paranormal threat is perhaps the most cutting commentary in the entire episode.
That's the woman in the hat!
What are you talking about?
Speaking of Trump, let's talk about the teeny tiny situation. If you've been following this season, you know they've established that Trump has a microscopic appendage, and they just keep bringing it back. There's a completely gratuitous shower scene where Trump is being haunted, and they just show it multiple times. Unnecessary close-ups, the soap dripping off it, horror movie music playing. It serves absolutely no plot purpose except to humiliate. And you know what? It's working. The image is already everywhere online.
Wait, dance floor? I thought we were knocking the East Wing down to make room for the nursery.
What?
The nursery? You said all this remodeling was for the baby, not to make room for more of your stupid parties.
The plot itself is absolutely bonkers. Trump is dating Satan, who is now pregnant with Trump's demonic butt baby. Yes, butt baby. Those are the actual words used repeatedly. Satan is portrayed as the reasonable one in the relationship, just trying to prepare a nursery, while Trump wants to build a ballroom instead. They're fighting like a dysfunctional couple, except one of them is the literal devil, and the other is, well, Trump. The fact that Satan comes across as more sympathetic and rational is not accidental.
Oh, this dude, Peter Thiel? Oh, is he with Cartman?
There has been a change in plan, Mr. Thiel. They are onto us at the White House.
Oh.
How did they find out?
Someone must have heard us talking. Do you still have the child?
Yes, he's here, heavily sedated. It should last another 6-7 hours.
Meanwhile, JD Vance is conspiring with Peter Thiel to force Trump into getting an abortion. They've got Cartman sedated in a hotel room for some unclear demonic ritual purpose. Vance is sweating bullets throughout every scene, portrayed as this scheming, desperate figure who's constantly on the verge of being caught. They even reference him as looking like Tattoo from Fantasy Island, that short assistant character who would say, the plane. It's emasculating and hilarious.
We've got an incredible crypto opportunity here, and we just need your help taking a big dump.
There's nothing I like better than a big crypto dump.
The cryptocurrency subplot is absolutely brilliant and terrifyingly accurate. The South Park kids start a movement against their own town just to launch a memecoin scam. They explain the entire crypto grift in about 90 seconds, create hype, get people to ape in with FOMO, pump the price, then execute a classic rug pull. They even get a meeting with Don Jr., who is portrayed as a grinning, two-dimensional moron who just keeps saying he loves a big crypto dump. The corruption is so normalized that kids can literally walk into the White House to plan their fraud.
Sean!
Getting possessed?
Deception!
I want to hear what it has to say.
Epstein!
No, you're right. Let's stop this.
You!
Wow.
But the seance scene, that's where everything converges into absolute chaos. Pam Bondi hosts a seance to confront the evil spirit, Melania, and during it, she becomes possessed and starts screaming, corruption, deception. Everyone thinks she's channeling the ghost, but she's actually exposing the crypto scheme. JD Vance panics, thinking he's been exposed for his conspiracy. The crypto kid confesses everything, and in the end, the wrong person goes to jail while all the actual corrupt politicians get away with it. Bondi proudly announces she'll continue to indict anyone who says bad stuff about our amazing president, her face still covered in that brown substance.
You? What did he do?
He lies!
You bitch.
The episode ends with a news report showing the crypto kid behind bars for 10 years while Trump's administration celebrates catching a traitor. JD Vance has escaped consequences, the butt baby is still coming, and Melania continues haunting the White House, ignored and unacknowledged. It's a perfect encapsulation of the administration, corrupt, chaotic, and completely disconnected from reality.
I ate Taco Bell this morning!
And it's 14% its own.
Oh my god! I ate!
What makes this episode particularly devastating is how it uses horror movie aesthetics to illustrate political horror. The White House isn't just metaphorically haunted by corruption, it's literally falling apart, with demolition releasing evil spirits, officials losing their freedom of speech after falling downstairs, and the president unable to distinguish his wife from a paranormal entity. The message is clear: this administration is a horror show, and everyone in it is either a monster, a victim, or so deep in denial they can't see what's right in front of them.
We must ask you to leave our president alone.
By the way, Brendan Carr, the FCC head, shown as a literal mummy who lost his freedom of speech. That happened because Trump tried to make Satan fall down the stairs for an abortion, but Carr fell instead, then got hit with cat litter containing toxoplasmosis meant for Satan. He's been wrapped up and silent ever since. That's the level of detailed continuity South Park is maintaining this season while simultaneously roasting everyone in power. If this episode proves anything, it's that South Park isn't pulling punches this season. With that $1.5 billion deal, Parker and Stone have unlimited freedom to obliterate this administration week after week, and they're using every second of it. Make sure you're subscribed, because if this is what they're doing in November, imagine what's coming next.